And they were here. Better late than never.
Yes, sir.
I do have the power when the internet lets me. Oh, man. For those of you tuning in tonight, I'm excited. For those of you who've been following the show for a while know that we used to be on another live streaming platform who shall remain nameless because they ducking suck. Can I say that?
I think so.
That's probably enough,
it's
right?
Not swearing. So.
No, they ducking suck. Duck. Get it? Duck.
I do get it.
Anyway, like a puddle of water. Anyway, we have switched a while ago. We've been with a new platform, EVMux. They're not paying us to say that. We'll just say it because we like them. Who are continuing to roll out developmental milestones and not upping the price. So tonight, for those of you who are joining us, this is our first live stream with the new lower latency stream. So your comments from Facebook and YouTube we should be getting them much faster,
quicker,
which makes the conversation more real time.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for tuning in. This is Random Fandom. This is number 137. It's a day late, but it is for the week of April the 8th. Happy Wednesday. Happy Easter. Yeah. Any other happies I missed?
I don't know. Probably a few.
Happy No Nuclear War Day.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Okay. I don't even know if that's is that even worth saying? Probably not. I don't want to get too bogged down in that.
I know. It's probably still on the table though. So that's the scary part, but
right on.
We got lots of good stuff on the table tonight. So,
I'm here for it.
Yeah. Got the new G.I. Joe retro card female Cobra Crimson Viper.
You
today.
Did. Oh, you did. Well done. Was that a pre-order?
It was a pre-order.
So it arrived today.
It arrived today, but same wave, Crazy Legs, he has still not arrived. And
where's my Zap?
Yeah, he's not.
Where's
there
my
yet
Zap? EB Games website when I looked this morning said May. May still up for pre-order. You can still actually buy it. But I can go to Amazon right now, pay $1 more, and have it in 2 days.
Okay. Zazel says test. Great. But come on. Ickle. Way to go. Well played. Well played.
Ors. Testors. It's a bad model paint joke.
Okay. I remember that. That was a good paint.
Yeah, they're gone now.
Yeah.
Parent company decided to refocus the brand. I believe they are owned by Krylon. You know, the rattle can people. Yeah. So they're really not doing much with testers anymore. They call me Crazy Legs on the dance floor.
I believe that.
Especially once they get some, enough.
Yeah. Oh, I had a thought and I lost it.
It'll come to you.
There it is. Especially when he gets a home brew or a micro brew into him.
Or just a brew.
Exactly.
A brandy brew.
You fancy a brandy?
I do. Although the closest thing to beer I have tonight is A&W.
That's still root
beer.
But suppose we should get to stuff.
Let's do some stuff. What do you want to do? You want to do the thing?
Oh, he says, ew, yeah.
What? No.
A&W.
No.
It's all like creamy.
I have to say, of all of the root beers on the market, this is my favorite. It's my favorite. Yeah. Let's do the thing. Here we go.
Random Fandom Trivia.
Game 1 for this evening.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got for us this week, man?
Well, this might be an easy one, or it might be a hard one,
Not
depending
for
on
me.
your fandom. So,
Not for me. I read the question ahead of time. I don't know.
all right. Well, question for everyone: what comic did Green Lantern first appear in? Was it Action Comics, Detective Comics, Showcase, or All Americans Comics?
What the hell, man? Green Lantern's not an option?
No, Green Lantern was never an option. Nobody got their own first appearance in anything. Like Spider-Man was Amazing Fantasy.
Oh, okay, all right.
Superman was Action Comics.
That is true. That is true.
Captain America, I think he was. Was it Avengers #4?
Oh, I don't know.
I can't.
No idea. No idea. We got Sean here coming in with D. He says it's All American Comics,
Just
and Zazel with the big A for Action Comics.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I don't feel that you can go wrong with that guess. It's a solid guess.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're all around the same era.
Yep.
So
Nate coming in with small A.
Small A.
Little Action Comics.
Oh, there you go. Zazel says, "Don't know, but I'm a Marvel fanboy." I'm right there with you.
You know,
I like a little DC, but
I do. I I was that weirdo, and people will criticize me for this. DC is so cool in the sense that if you feel that you're out of touch with what's going on, just wait. They'll reboot the whole thing.
Yep.
Every few years. And that's exactly what I did. I have enjoyed, like, obviously I love the movies that these characters have spawned. So, you know, all of your Justice Leaguers, I enjoy them. So when DC rebooted and did the New 52, I took that as my jump on point, and I read the entire run, New 52 Justice League. I didn't want to buy all the individual titles, but I'm like, I will just get a little bit of everybody in Justice League. And it was great. I loved it.
It was a good series.
It was good.
Well, all in for all in, I think, at this point. If you guessed A, I'm sorry, you're wrong.
Oh.
But if you guessed D, like Sean, you are correct. Yeah, it was All Americans Comics, number 16.
I'll tell you, a couple things the New 52 did right. Grid. Oh, love that.
Yeah, original Green Lantern, Alan Scott. He was the first one.
Yeah, the red guy.
Red. He's
and
got
green.
like green pants and green inside cape.
I mean, is everybody trying to be Batman at this point?
Well, capes were all the rage.
I guess so, capes.
Until Edna came along and said, "No more capes."
No capes. No capes.
But yeah, it was July of 1940 when this one happened.
Didn't realize it was a pre DC comic character, but of course, a lot of the DC like major DC characters were not DC owned. So long as the lantern is green, and it is, and it is.
But he didn't use a lantern, I don't think, did he?
Well, it's on his. He's got the symbol.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
But, he used the Star Heart, and I guess he was a member of the Justice Society of America, so pre-league.
With with Starman.
Yeah, Starman. They touched on this on the Stargirl.
They did. Yeah, a bunch of them. Hawkman.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a good show. I liked it.
Everything except Joel McHale.
Yeah. He was a bit weird. But anyway. Sticking with comics for a second.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I guess this is technically bad news. But a major comic grading company is going to close its doors next week.
Yeah, I read this.
CBCS will be closing with submissions ending next week, April 17th, because the parent company Beckett, like Tester,
Beckett, the card people,
yeah,
the sports people,
and similar to them wanting to not do Tester's paint anymore, Beckett wants to shift focus back
to the core Beckett brand.
Yeah,
I read that,
the card product and whatnot. So.
The only time I ever sent a comic book in for grading, I sent it to CBCS because they're the new kid in town and they were cheaper. And I got nailed when they sent it back to me that they wanted me to pay duty on it.
Duty on what is now the new value.
No, they wanted me to pay duty on it as if I was importing it. Oh. And I'm like, no, I own it. It's mine. It was a fiasco. That's why I would never do it again. I would never do a mail-in submission ever again. I would take my books to a show when CGC is at the show and submit them in person.
There.
Yeah, it was awful. Terrible experience. What if it's a blue lantern and yellow lantern light overlapping?
Well,
The blue lanterns were
um,
they like heart or something?
I think they were. You know what? I don't remember.
Yeah, I
But
think.
yellow was all over Sinestro.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's
Hate.
a blue lantern and a yellow lantern, I mean, technically they could overlap themselves because there
That's
is
true.
two different cores.
That is true.
I mean, it's more of an adult activity at that point, but
Nice. Like button activated.
thank you, Zazel.
I got a real major burp brewing here, and I don't want to.
I'll just let her go.
Oh. I hit the mute button. I'm like, no, you told me to let it go, so I did.
Yeah, it was gonna go anyway. So anyway,
Sorry for drinking pop. I'm sorry.
that's all good. Show lanterns.
Show lanterns. Oh wow. Is Elizabeth Berkley going to turn up in it?
Maybe she could be the purple lantern.
Oh dear.
But yeah, they were founded in 2014, so it's been a good run.
So I mean, like they're the new kids in town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on. Reacher star Alan Richson is, I guess he's slipped the news, so to speak, but because he will not be facing criminal charges after an alleged fight with his neighbor.
We all saw the body cam footage.
Yeah, and the body cam footage definitely like exonerates him because it shows he was not speeding along trying to mow the guy down or anything.
I think the neighbor who jumping out into the middle of the street, like literally in front of him, was just a bad move.
Is it one of those like, oh, I'm going to throw myself in front so I can get some insurance money?
I don't think so. I think it was just an uppity neighbor just trying to assert themselves like, hey, you can't do that here.
You do see the guy though, like he plays superheroes on TV, so
Wow.
I'm guessing he's got a little bit of maneuverability with that.
He's not exactly a little guy.
No, he's not.
No.
He's up there with like Chris Hemsworth and all the rest of them.
I would say he's bigger than Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, the fight wasn't much of a fight. Let's be honest. It was more of a, are you nuts? As he just like punches him a couple times in the guts, tells him to stay down. Stay down.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea. And then of course that's it. Exactly. And then the neighbor admits, yeah, it was my fault. Right? Like, yeah, of course it was your fault. Still though, in the court of public opinion, and I knew this was going to happen.
Yep.
People were going to say it was justified. And I know that there's a certain percentage of the people out there that say it was justified, or the same people are saying violence is never the answer.
Did his dog shit on his lawn or something though? Like,
I don't know.
I want to know what led to it.
Well, there was a couple of drive-bys, and he was complaining that he was speeding. And so like the first time there was a previous, like him going down the street and the neighbor, hey, and it was the second go round that got filmed with the kids present. And that's kind of where I'm at. Like, you had your kids with you. You did not have to do that.
No,
you didn't have to do that. Justified or not.
Yeah.
I still am, at least in my own heart. I don't agree with the outcome. I'm not saying that he should be charged. I don't think that he should have been physical with him. You can always do better.
Yeah, it's true.
By the way, Alan Richson just announced Fan Expo Canada, 1 day only, Saturday, whatever day it is, August. It's the Labor Day weekend or the weekend before.
Weekend before school.
Yeah.
But I mean, he should have used an Uno reverse card.
Back at you.
Exactly.
Back at you.
And speaking of Uno, we're getting a really good look at a whole bunch of characters from the upcoming Masters of the Universe movie.
Right.
They are releasing a Masters themed Uno deck, and it's nice. It's got like clean, great portraits of everybody. Goat Boy is in there, or Goat Man.
Goat Man. It was Pig Boy.
Was it Pig Boy?
Pig Boy from '87. Right. Yeah.
But we get a really clean shot of the Sorceress. Great look at Mechanic and his thing. Not that the toys haven't already given us that.
No, of course not.
Oh.
Do you think that they're holding on to that?
I think they are. I think they are very much holding on to it. If anything, maybe Skeletor has Orko in Snake Mountain chained up.
Oh, no way.
Why
That would
else?
be interesting.
Because, like, I mean, yeah, we're gonna take the fight to him, but we're gonna go
Yeah.
rescue Orko. Just adds that extra layer of we got to go in and get him. But
I'm all for it. I'm very much looking forward to this movie.
yeah. Uno, the movie. It's just a guy running around town throwing out cards. And they actually
New from Mattel. That guy is talking again. Still talking about how it's going to be comedic. He's softened his tone though. He didn't come out outright and say it's a comedy. He just said it's comedic, and
it's
it
gonna
could
have
be.
comedic beats.
It has to be.
I mean, every iteration of it has had some comedy beats in it.
Early test screenings are I read are comparing it to Thor Ragnarok in terms of tone.
I've heard that as well.
And I'm okay with that.
Ragnarok was
I'm
fantastic.
okay with that.
It was a fun ride.
I felt it was a pretty good balance. You know, action comedy is its own genre. Like, look at how many of the buddy cop movies fall into that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm all for it.
Draw for suffer.
I have the draw for.
Well, as we know from the title of this episode, the Masters of the Universe, propaganda / promotional machine is in full swing.
The propaganda machine.
Hey, they're firing out all the MOTU we can handle, so we're going to be circling back to them quite a bit tonight.
Okay, good. I can always talk MOTU.
All right. But this is pretty interesting, too, because Peter Jackson was on giving an update on
the Hunt for Gollum.
The Hunt for Gollum.
Yeah.
And he brought a special guest on. And this special guest is going to be working on a new Lord of the Rings movie with his son. And it's Stephen Colbert.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. Pretty excited about it. I just read a thing recently with Stephen talking about how he sort of came around to this. And he was talking about Bill Hader. When Bill Hader left Saturday Night Live. And he's like, and what did Bill Hader do when he left? He went and wrote for South Park for a season. And he's like, and Steven's like, and I admired that so much that instead of chasing the next thing, he's just like, fuck it. What can I do? What can I do to bring something good into the world and do something that I love? And he's like, and this was what he came up with. So good for Steven for wanting to do this, and for getting it into development.
Yeah.
That's very, very exciting.
The working title is Lord of the Rings Shadow of the Past.
Yep.
And he's penning it with his son, Peter McGee, and another franchise veteran, Philippa Boyens. Synopsis for it so far, 14 years after the passing of Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin set out to retrace the first steps of their adventure. Meanwhile, Sam's daughter, Eleanor, has discovered a long-buried secret and is determined to uncover why the War of the Ring was nearly lost before it even began.
So for people who have read this, have read the book, this idea comes out of the epilogue of the trilogy. So yeah, it's cool that they found a space to play in that
hasn't been really touched or overexposed yet.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, a lot of people were, not thrilled that we didn't have Saruman come to the Shire and then have them defeat him at the end of the film. But I mean,
wow,
they'd already taken care of him.
I mean,
by the end of the Two Towers. So
I feel like, and all movies do this when they adapt literature. There's poetic license. And so if you stuck to the book too rigidly,
then you're going to lose some.
We'd have an entire movie in the Shire. We would just never be out of the Shire.
Yeah.
Right.
I saw a meme. Somebody's like, "Oh, you're watching Lord of the Rings. It's been an hour and you're still in the Shire."
I know, 200 pages, man. It is a tough read to get through that because it just spends so much time.
My first read through the first book, I tapped out at the middle when they got to Rivendell around the council.
Yeah.
And that part, it dragged on for me.
Oh yeah.
Two Towers and Return of the King flew through those.
Hard to believe though that Lord of the Rings, and because you've read some of it.
I have.
That book was written for children.
Well, The Hobbit was.
Kids were just so much smarter then, weren't they?
I think so. Zazel says, I like that they've been working on this for a while before announcing it. Yeah, like don't just throw a concept out. And...
Steven made a joke. He's like, turns out I'm going to have a bunch of time come June. I'm hoping that the flashback versions of Merry and Pippin will be recast by more handsome looking hobbits, because that's how Merry and Pippin see themselves. Oh, why not?
Well, they're all regal and stuff at the end of the movie.
Viggo Mortensen confirmed will be recast. He will not be playing
Aragorn
in The Hunt for Gollum.
And that one's set to release in 2027. So.
Yeah, Hunt for Gollum taking place between the events of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship.
Yeah. So Andy Serkis is directing, I believe, isn't he not?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a 60-year gap in universe between The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings.
Bilbo holds the ring for God knows.
Yeah.
But we do have an update on a previous story. Y'all remember the butt birth rhino?
Oh, yeah. It sold.
It did sell. And it sold for substantially more than they estimated.
Yeah, way more.
They were estimating around 8,500. But all in, it pulled down $59,850 for the original butt birth rhino.
That just floors me.
You could buy multiple cars for that.
I could probably buy a real rhino for that.
You might be able to.
No. We wouldn't do that.
The update, they kind of poked a fun bit out of they said that's less than a college education in the U.S. And okay, you must really love the rhino, or at least the Ace Ventura franchise.
You know that it's not dudes like you and I who are buying this stuff.
No. It's folks with money. Like, I was listening to The Wolf today. Ozzy Osbourne's LA mansion is up for sale again.
Yeah.
$17 million.
Yeah, it's part of
awesome.
His legacy now, right? So it's got his name attached to it. So it's not just a piece of property anymore.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's a legacy thing now.
59,000. I'm like, can I drive it?
Well, there was the controls in there. That'd be pretty cool if it still worked.
I can't imagine that any of that was functional.
I know.
Yeah.
But it would be awesome. Take it to the hacksmith or somebody. They'll get it working.
Mech Rhino. It's Rhinox from Transformers. It transforms into Jim Carrey.
That'd be fun. Moving on here. Pokemon is ever expanding. And the company is planning for a long-term future where there could be up to 10,000 Pokemon species.
So that's only 100 times more than what they originally started with?
I believe the original number was 150.
Was it? Oh, I thought it was just 100. Was it 150?
I think it was 150, but don't quote me because I'm fuzzy on that memory.
Still close to 100 times the size.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Let's ask the Lugal machine.
Yeah, because currently there are 1,025 species.
Oh, I don't even have to ask.
Oh, fair enough.
You know it now. That's good.
And there's 3 new starter ones already unveiled for the next Switch 2 games, which come out next year. Pokemon Winds and Waves.
Okay.
So, we're already over the 1,000 mark.
151, says Nate.
Okay.
151.
Yeah, because I remember there was like a poster that had all of them, and it's like, well, that's completely inaccurate now.
I can't see you getting that all into a poster now.
No.
1,025.
No. Maybe if you did like a Where's Waldo type thing.
I will say this.
It's like, Where's Pikachu?
For what Pokemon is, I applaud them for sticking to their core identity and not doing the magic thing and crossing over with every other property under the sun.
It's true. There are all sorts of like Pikachu jammies and stuff out there.
Well, merchandise is different. I'm talking about like, okay, now there are Transformer Pokemon cards, right? Like Magic has a Transformer set. They have the Spider-Man set. They have other
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Right. So Pokemon, just Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I applaud them for that. Nate says, I'm so disappointed by the look of the starter Pokemon on the new game, but I just know I'm going to end up buying it. I am ashamed. You love what you love, man.
Yeah.
You love what you love. Do. Excuse me.
This next one, it's been in limbo for 5 years, but we finally have a release date for The Legend of the White Dragon.
Of course, Legend of the White Dragon is the final film by
Jason
David Frank.
Green Ranger,
Yeah,
original Green Ranger.
Coming to you from the folks who Bat in the Sun.
Yeah.
It's the Bat in the Sun guys.
The ones that do all the really wicked
Yeah.
hero
Superpower
hero
beatdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah. This obviously being based heavily on the White Ranger's character.
I would say
Yeah.
so.
Oh, you think?
But he's got like the dragon thing going on. So I mean, we're mixing the Dragon Zord plus the White Ranger. Anyway, it will come to theaters in North America August 28th of this year.
It's important to note that is a limited theatrical release. Not really sure how many screens it's going to get.
But it does coincide with National Power Rangers Day.
That's cool.
So
that's very cool.
Yeah.
Because it is not a Power Rangers thing, I will probably go out of my way to catch this just so that I can say that I saw his last work.
Mm-hmm. But it also features other alumni from Power Rangers, Michael Madsen, Mark Cassos, and the announcement for the date was made at this year's WonderCon. So, it's been in development for years, right?
Yeah. Michael Madsen also appearing posthumously.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, it's good that it's finally getting out there, so.
Nate says, I'd wondered what was happening with this since his passing. Glad to know it'll still be coming out.
Mm-hmm. And not just stuck on a shelf somewhere collecting dust. So, this next one, I don't know what the hell's going on with this production, but things must not be right. Jonathan Majors and his co-star JC Kilcoyne.
I think that's how you say that.
Well, they accidentally fell out of a window while filming a scene for this upcoming untitled action flick.
I watched the clip.
I did too. And
you can't really tell from that angle, but the report says they fell about 6 feet.
Yeah. And there was no resistance. It's like they hit the window and it just plopped out.
Well, the glass was set for another scene, and they weren't supposed to go through it.
No, it wasn't secured properly.
But looking at the way they went into it, I don't know.
But I mean, that's not the only thing going on here, because several crew members have stopped working on it.
Yeah.
And they've gone on strike because of safety concerns that have emerged from the overall production. It's not just this one thing; it's a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Now it was captured on video, like you said. You can go search it up. But the producers have not denied any of the allegations.
Nope.
But when Deadline reached out to them for comment, they said, "We don't negotiate with communists." Whatever the hell
was that meaning, the crew who are striking or Deadline? Right? Who are they responding to?
I think they meant they don't negotiate with the crew at that point. But I'm sorry, the crew is right. Safety should be paramount when you're doing.
Listen,
this stuff,
I'm not going to say that this is the root of the thing, but let me just tell you, Ben Shapiro is a producer on this movie.
Mm.
Doesn't that tell you a whole lot about what's going on here?
Yeah.
Ben Shapiro, who was funding Gina Carano's lawsuit. Ben Shapiro, who is, very, very conservative.
Yep.
So, it makes perfect sense that, we don't deal with communists. Of course you don't.
Well, you have to deal with health and safety boards. They don't take no for an answer.
I don't know.
But
America.
Woo! Yep. This next one's good. We finally got the full first trailer for Supergirl.
That we did.
If you have not seen it, we did link to it in the show notes.
It's good too.
It is really good. Now, I don't know how much of it's going to be a flashback, but I do think that part of this, I know for a fact,
absolutely,
part of this takes place prior.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to see her on Krypton. We're going to see the bottling of Kandor City. And this arsehole, Clem?
Is that what we're calling him? Arsehole.
Yeah, he poisons Crypto.
That's another indication why the movie is going to take place at least partially in the past, because we get baby Crypto.
We do get puppy Crypto, yeah.
Puppy Crypto.
And we're going to circle back in the toy section because we got a lot from that.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, we get a great look at Lobo, Jason Momoa here. And it's the role he was
the main man.
Yep. But
yeah, it's going to be all right.
It'll be in theaters June 26th. So
it's going to be all right.
A couple months away.
Hopefully she's not just an angsty teenager by this time this thing is over.
No, I think she's going to evolve.
I hope so.
Because the whole trailer is like find your place in the universe, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, this next one, this is neat. Not for us, unfortunately, but because it is, I don't believe coming anywhere near us. But they're fusing film and live music again for a North American tour of Ghostbusters.
That's cool.
So you get to watch the film.
What's the blacked out one?
I don't know.
Somebody in October got shafted.
They did.
Your show got canceled.
Yeah.
Well, there isn't a single one. They can't call this a North American tour. That's just an American tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But basically, yeah. Produced by the Schreiber Theatrical.
Sure.
With Black Ink Presents. They're doing these one-of-a-kind screenings with, you watch the movie while a live orchestra plays the score.
I mean, for you and I guess we could conceivably do Buffalo.
That'd be close.
Need a passport, though.
Yeah. But yeah, it launches September 18th, and they're going to 35 different cities, so.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's very cool.
I mean, I know they've done it with, like, Star Wars and other stuff before, but why not Ghostbusters?
Or Tommy Tallarico's Video Games Live.
But how about we get to some toys, because we got a lot.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, let's do it.
Well, first up, there's our toy slide. And then we move on here because we get some G.I. Joe retro cards.
Okay. So first of all,
Wild Bill.
And that's of the ones that were announced in this wave, that's the only one that I felt the need to pre-order. I will say this. I've been like chomping at the bit to get all of the remaining 82s. I feel this retro card thing, we've swung too far. We've swung too far because now, like the early retro cards, the first two that you got me, Scarlet and Stalker, they both came with a nice mix of what the vintage figure looked like and modern accessories. And now the retro carded guys have swung so hard into the vintage 3 3/4 figure that they've lost that sweet spot between modern and vintage. So, I mean, Bill looks okay. He doesn't look so wild to me. Although he comes with an alternate hairpiece. Look at that mullet. Yeehaw! I'm from Texas, y'all. Anyway.
But he comes with the 6 shooters and a knife.
It does come with the 6 shooters. I would love to see like a side by with him and the Dragonfly version. Yeah.
Same goes for this next one. It is the Cobra Techno Viper.
And this is the retro Techno Viper.
This is the retro one.
Honestly,
you get less accessories than you did in the regular box.
That's not unheard of.
And the gun is swapped back to its original,
color?
like you say, vintage color of silver.
Yep.
But the tools still remain in black, which is kind of weird, but
it's close enough to the modern, like to the regular release, that I mean, I feel like either one is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I will say this. I don't appreciate the price increase.
No, that was not nice. And the worst part is it's only GameStop so far.
Yeah, so here in Canada, EB Games, the price is up now. They're $39.99. Amazon still got $36.99.
Yep.
Get them now.
Same goes for this next guy. It is
right.
Robert
Graves. Yeah, and this is probably. Oh, so here we go. We can do a split screen because I have this one. Hold on a second.
Fair enough. Nate says, "I do love me a Techno Viper." Me too. I was quite thrilled with the regular release. Oh.
All right, so I do have the mainline Grunt, which I thought was probably the perfect the perfect sweet spot between modern and vintage. Come on, focus. Focus. But like, he's perfect. He's got, the basic, I'm a green army soldier, and they still gave him the classic cartoon laser rifle on top of his M16. He's got the modern body armor with the flip down tactical computer. He's got a basic combat helmet. But now that everybody's getting so pushed towards the vintage line, everybody comes with the 3 3/4 weird helmet thing, and it's okay. Like guys like Short Fuse and Hawk, who have a version of it, have a visor on front of it, which makes it a little bit easier to look at. But this to me is just, we've swung just a little too far, guys. Just a little too far. I will not be getting this.
Well, you already have one.
Yeah,
right?
my regular one will do fine.
But they did showcase a few more, like this next one, which is Destro from the Iron Grenadiers with
the despoiler.
Oh.
This one's a little over 100 in Canada.
139, I believe.
Is that what it is? Yeah, but it's a vehicle, so
it's a big vehicle. Like, it is scaled for 6-inch figures, so
yeah, it'd be a little bit bigger than the claw, I guess.
I would think so.
A little bit bigger because it got a seat on it.
Yeah, but I mean, it harkens back to the vintage figure and comes with all sorts of extras like the Claymore. And
did this? I have to know. Did this figure only come with the despoiler in the vintage line?
Yes.
That's the only way you can get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes sense that they're doing it that way.
Yeah. But he's got his golden mask, alternate head, whole bunch of missiles, whole bunch of.
He definitely would look good if you're army building the Grenadiers.
Mm-hmm.
He would look pretty smoking in the center of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got the Iron Grenadier bats too in the golden.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, if you're building the Grenadiers out.
Yeah. And I had this guy as a kid, so still do. But
are you going in on this one?
I am.
You are, right? Yeah. Okay.
A couple more GI Joes. We got the next wave of, I guess it's Slaughter's Marauders.
There was
Red Dog and Taurus.
That's cool that they're building that out. Yeah, pretty darn cool. I think so too. I think so too.
But this is all we got as far as images go. But he does come with a football, right? So
we got that. Are we doing the render reveals that came out?
Probably not, because I only got
okay.
one more here for GI Joe.
The Ninja Force stuff that was announced.
I did not see that.
Oh, okay. But, yeah, there's a Ninja Force wave coming.
All right then.
There are some render reveals.
But yeah, Red Dog and Taurus here went up for pre-order, I believe, yesterday or the day before. So they are up for pre-order now.
Yeah.
It is a 2-pack, like the previous Marauders pack. So
what, Sarge and Mercer?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Third version of Sarge we've got so far, I think. Because we had the regular green and black, then we had the blue and black, or blue and green. And then the brown camo version. Yeah. But anyway, that is our first 2-pack. We also have another one. It is the Cobra Ramp Rats. And this goes up for pre-order tomorrow at 10 a.m. This is pretty neat. The case opens up. It's got like a sand or a sawdust-filled weapon cache.
You know what they remind me of?
Lethal Weapon?
No. Actually, the thing is right there. They've got the things. They're the deck guys on an aircraft carrier.
Yeah, they're ramp rats.
That's cool.
And they've got a crap ton of accessories going on here. They've got their little, fly me in
That's
sticks.
what I mean. Yeah.
And, they look pretty cool. It's a 2-pack. Comes with all
It's a pass for me. I appreciate what they are. They look great.
To me, it looks like just a standard Viper with a different head and a vest.
Are we reusing the Viper body?
I think
we might actually be
some partial reuse at least.
The vest I think might be new. Can't tell,
but still looks pretty cool. Moving over to Transformers, but stick with Hasbro still.
Sweet.
We get the Flame Toys Kuro Karakuri White Ultra Magnus. And this thing is dynamic looking as hell.
Oh, well, Flame Toys, they're the guys that did the Furai model kits.
Okay.
Yeah, so this will be non-transforming.
But he's definitely articulate. He is 8.3 inches tall, 100 points of articulation.
Yeah.
LED lit eyes and chest.
Sweet.
To bring that spark to life.
Yeah.
And he comes with a crap ton of accessories, like extra weapons, hands, even faces.
We got what? 3 swords, 2 axes, 3 axes, 3 swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sets of hands.
Mm-hmm.
Man, there's a lot going on there. Yeah, it does. It does look sweet.
Looks pretty darn cool. But yeah, he's available now on Hasbro Pulse. So if you need him, get him. A couple more Transformers coming out here. We get Megatron and the Predacons. So we get first, I believe, Inferno and Black Arachnia.
Oh, Beast Wars.
Yeah. So these are not combiners of anything.
No. You said Predacons, and I'm like, oh wait, other Predacons.
The other ones.
Yeah.
We also get Tarantulas and Pterosaur.
Well, it's cool to see them giving some love to Beast Wars.
Mm-hmm. We also get Waspinator and Scorponok.
Waspinator.
And to round out the set, we also get Megatron.
Oh, they're good looking for what they are. They're excellent looking.
So,
yeah,
if you're a fan of that particular version,
I don't remember. I didn't remember seeing this. No? When did this come out?
A couple weeks.
Oh shit! I was totally not paying attention.
Week ago. I think.
I was not paying attention when this announcement came out.
That's all good. You might not have seen this one then either, because we're jumping over to Marvel, and I know they've done it before, but they're doing it again.
Okay.
Marvel Legends Series Premium Roleplay Incredible Hulk Fists.
Hulk hands! We're getting Hulk hands again?
These are electronic ones, so there is a switch, and
oh boy.
and there's like Hulk smash noises. There's also heavy footsteps and crashing impact noises. So
now, some cosplayer out there going to do a whole costume around these?
Oh, probably. It would not shock me.
Transformers are great. Yeah. Just how they look to my imagination.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a few episodes of Beast Wars recently. Because I didn't really watch it when it came out, and it is a little bit hard to look at, but it's certainly well written.
So these are available for pre-order now. Smash, strike, or shake to trigger the sound effects, and have fun with them. We get another Marvel Legends figure though, from the X-Men 97 line. Another version of Archangel.
No.
Yeah. So again,
so this will be this. How many times for this one? 3, 4.
3 or 4, yeah, because we had the original one, then we had the Angel version, then we had the X-Force version, and now this X-Men 97 version.
And really, the best part about this one is the closed wings,
which is a really nice touch.
Yeah.
But yeah, it, like you say, it comes with the closed wings, a blaster, extra head, and extra hands, and he'll be at the deluxe price point. So
like $59,
probably.
Yeah.
And then. Might as well jump over to Star Wars for a minute. And this one is from Geonosis. It is the Geonosian Picador and his mount. And
that's pretty cool.
Vintage collection, so it's not like 6-inch scale, but
no, but I mean, it's a pipe dream if we're ever going to get something like that.
I know.
No, it's very cool.
Yeah,
I'm just happy we're getting a drone this year.
The Array, that's the name of this thing.
Yeah.
He's got fully articulated jaws and legs, so he can.
It's like the alligator dog.
A little bit, yeah.
Gator dog.
Yeah. But it also comes with him in his little vintage package, and
all right.
Pre-orders for this went up March 26th, so we're a couple weeks behind on this one.
Yeah.
But,
speaking of Star Wars, Maul Shadow Lord started this week.
It did.
What did you think?
I liked it. It ticked some boxes for me.
Our group chat was alive this week.
It was.
I believe the words Darth Meh were tossed around. And I can't disagree with it. The first 2 episodes were definitely
groundwork. Like they're laying the foundations for the whole series.
There certainly was nothing earth-shattering in the first 2 episodes. We didn't learn anything that we didn't already know. Maul is still, he's on a new revenge kick. He's not after Obi-Wan. Now it's his revenge against everybody in the Shadow Collective that betrayed him.
Yeah, so he is no longer running the Crimson Dawn. And
The Shadow Collective.
yeah.
Yeah. So clearly it's about rebuilding that and
Yeah.
getting to that place where he was by the time we see him in Solo.
Mm-hmm.
Did we need this show?
It fits in between Clone Wars and Rebels.
I don't know if we needed it. And I know that I will, like, this happens every time. Every time a Star Wars property comes out that is less than like, ooh, for me, I'm tend to be quite hesitant with it and then usually end up falling in love with it. Everything that I've read so far says that the series gets better when the Empire shows up.
Well,
and we're not getting one, we're getting two of my favorite villains with the Inquisitors. So I'm fingers crossed that it will get better. I was saying, what's the police officer's name?
Oh,
anyway,
Lawler,
something.
No.
Lawson.
Yes.
Lawman Lawson.
With two boots.
Yeah, two boots. By Richard Ayoade, by the way, coming back, playing another droid. I actually felt his story, his little subplot about him and his family and the overworked guy, maybe because they gave him a Hispanic accent, I found him to be a more interesting story than Maul's revenge. But then again, you know, it would be fair to say that a lot of the things that made Andor work are kind of infused here.
I would think so.
So maybe that's why.
There's definitely like a cop drama thing going on.
Yeah,
so.
which I like. I like that. Nate, enjoying Maul. Okay, man, I'm glad. I hope it picks up.
Well,
I hope it gets better.
The opening scene there where he steps on the gangway plank.
Yeah.
Like hints of Duel of the Fate kick in there. Like, oh, that's so good.
The thing is, so here's the thing. I get it that the use of Duel of the Fates in that moment is the audio cue so that everybody knows without a shadow of a doubt, in Shadow Lord, that it's Maul. But that song was never about him.
No, it
was never about him.
Skywalker.
And after he died the first time, it should be disassociated with him. Maybe that's the kind of Star Wars fan that I am.
See, I at the same time though, like that brings me back to the moment.
Yeah.
When the lightsaber first duel ignites and you know shit's about to go off.
Yeah. Give him a new theme.
Yeah.
Give him a new theme. Give him a song that is uniquely his own. Duel of the Fates was never about Maul. It was about the fate of Anakin Skywalker.
Hank Solo in the house.
Woot woot. Yeah, baby.
Just in time for our second trivia piece.
Well, I'm bitching about Star Wars. I'm sorry.
That's all good. So, for everybody watching, who's that vintage toy?
Oh, wait, I need my notebook. I got to get my notebook.
Make your guess.
My notebook.
Get your guesses in.
Hang on. All right. Okay, I got it. Was pretty, but I don't get the villain as a protagonist. Yeah. It's the Wicked thing all over again.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he does come across like trying to portray, you know, I'm not the Sith Lord. I've been made out to be,
he's something in the middle. Yeah. He's the ambiguously morally gray. No, he's evil. Okay.
All right.
Let's go. Let's do it.
For everybody watching.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Who is this vintage toy?
Oh, yeah. Got it. Got it in one.
Well. Yep.
Ha. Yeah. That was an insta recognize.
Yeah. I wondered if this one might be, but
nothing in my hands, nothing up my sleeves. I wrote my answer down and put it aside. Nobody?
Come on, Hank. Stab at it.
Oh, Hank.
Hank says, it's a Joe. Unfortunately, no.
Get that bar of soap ready because your mouth's going to need a washing.
I mean, it's, I guess, not even in the same wheelhouse as G.I. Joe.
No.
I mean, could you put it in the same realm as GoBots?
This?
Yeah. Simply because of Maker?
No, because that was an imported toy. This was an original.
True.
Yeah. This wasn't imported from another market. But it did have a syndicated animated series.
It was good.
Wow. We got nothing. We got one guess.
Come on, Nate. What are you doing?
Nobody's got anything on this
Take
one.
a stab at it.
Everybody's putting the Google Lens up to their computer right now. What is this shadow?
I wonder if that would work. I don't
It
know.
might. It might.
Well, all in for all in. Oh.
Oh, did you?
So Nate is guessing
Nate
a centurion.
in the ballpark.
Right in that ballpark.
Right in the ballpark. Do, 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 do.
Wes's guess. And yeah, Wes, you got it.
Yeah, Jake
It is from
Rockwell.
Centurions. It is Jake Rockwell.
I love this show probably more. This show probably has a better memory than the reality of what it is today. I can't. It's not streaming anywhere. Not that I can find anyway.
Well, if you're lucky, you can pick up the DVDs on Amazon. But
I love this show.
it was good, and I still have all my Centurions. I've been actively trying to collect extra figures.
Oh yeah,
just
so
to
you could
pad out my suits.
Have every suit on display.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, you could invest in the modern take from those guys.
Yes,
because they do fit.
Do they?
Pretty sure they fit the vintage the pegs. It's the Mangill effect. Oh, that's a case of they had to be there.
You
know. Yeah. Do you remember the premise of the show?
Yeah, Power Extreme. They were all in their little orbiting thing with
April.
Redheaded April.
April and her
and the weird little
orangutan companion.
And they would get beamed down to fight Doc Terror.
And somebody had a dog. Didn't Jake have a dog?
Maybe.
Yeah. But Doc Terror and his cyborg
hacker.
Hacker.
And then you had the Sky Drones and the really expensive one from Sears.
Oh man, yeah, I don't know.
I
just remember the three of them, each one an environmental specialist. So you had a land specialist, an air specialist, and a water. So you had Jake Rockwell for the land, and Ace McLeod for the air, and Max Ray for the water.
But there was 2 extra ones in later episodes.
Oh, that's right.
And they got prototyped, but they never got mass distributed.
Those other guys made them.
The Indian fellow and
I can't think of his name.
The other Ace, because he's just like an inverse paint job with a beard.
Yeah. Yeah. Only one season of the show though.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Welcome, Josh.
Nice to see you.
So yeah, that is our vintage toy of this week. So now we will move on to some McFarlane stuff because there's a bunch of it.
Power Extreme.
Exactly.
Had to do it.
We're going all over the place here.
Yeah, all right.
Starting off with Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, Heat Vision Superman.
Why?
Good question. Got to reuse the mold and make some more, I guess. This one pre-order goes up tomorrow at select retailers.
I just rewatched this movie in the last 2 weeks. And I have to say it has aged not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still pissed they made Doomsday into a Ninja Turtle, but
I watched it again. I'm way more forgiving of it now than I was when that, like, on that aspect. It's a lot more forgivable now.
See,
you're off today. That's good to know.
Hey, there you go.
Slept on and off all day. Well, that's good. Some days you just need to recharge, man.
Oh, Jesus.
It's Pink Eye Superman. It totally is. Never mind Mustache Gate. Who farted on his pillow?
Lois. But that is not our only Superman. We also get from Superman Returns.
I'm actually
Routh.
So you know Superman. What? I will buy this.
Yeah.
I think I'm one of 6 people that like this movie. And I liked his portrayal of Superman. I will buy this.
Well, I mean, his portrayal was fine, and Kevin Spacey's Lex Luthor was okay.
Lois Lane? Seen he's brushing his teeth?
Yeah.
It's so stupid. That's what you get. Soup's using your cell on the toilet.
But yeah, I don't know. The movie, the climax was just meh for me. Like, oh boy, we're lifting an island. Okay.
I mean,
I get it. He's lifting a kryptonite island.
Yeah.
But
he's lifting a small continent made of kryptonite.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, there's no put Lex in the goddamn suit and
I
let them
know,
scrap
I
like
know.
they do in the
But
comics.
let's be honest. This movie had some of the best Superman doing super shit moments.
Yeah.
That opening sequence where he saves the plane.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen Superman do a big save like that in any other movie, really.
Yeah.
Even if it was completely, ridiculous because he grabbed it by the radome, which would have ripped right off. But anyway, that's besides the point.
Got kryptonites or Kryptonian. What's the word? Feather touch.
As the ripples are going down the body of the plane.
Yeah.
I love that scene though. And then of course,
Where he lifts the boat up and
yeah,
saves them from drowning. And
bullet to the eye.
yes,
Come on, that's chef's kiss.
it was good.
Loved it.
But also
Loved it. Yeah.
Been back into previous supers.
Oh, sure.
Supergirl, based on the 2015 show.
Oh,
with,
the Melissa Benoist. Yeah.
And
whoa, who is that?
I don't think it's Melissa Benoist. It's a bit off. It
looks like she's right out of Mad Magazine.
A little bit. The face sculpt.
What is going on there?
Tough.
That is so bad.
Again,
like I don't even see the sculpt.
No, it's like they built it off the Millie Alcock sculpt and just kind of.
Oh no!
But yeah,
no, and they've gone for the later season version of her.
Yes,
with the skirt and not the pants. Yeah, woe is right.
But another one. This one goes up pre-sale tomorrow.
I wonder if we'll get before McFarlane runs out of licensing, if we'll get the Helen Slater. It'll probably look just like this. Looks like she'd take small bites out of babies. Seriously. Like, is that the latest? Is that a new Garbage Pail Kids card? What is that?
I don't know.
Oh.
But, does not do the WB justice. But
doesn't do her justice.
No, it does not. Hopefully it's better in hand than in promo shot.
I mean,
but
there's lots of times where you get to the thing and you, from a certain angle, they can look better. But man, that is pretty horrendous.
Yeah.
That's a shit-eating grin.
Maybe she's the one who farted on the pillow.
Oh, dear. Oh, Jesus.
Find the controls that extend the bridge.
There you go.
That's the one.
But we did get a bunch of reveals from McFarlane for the upcoming Supergirl movie. First up, we get Supergirl and Puppy Crypto. So you get the theatrical edition. It comes with Puppy Crypto, sword, an alternate face portrait, 2 extra hands, art card, and base.
Well, see, that looks better.
That
looks better.
Pretty good compared to the actual actress, right?
It's funny that you have to say that. Compared to.
Yes.
If you had to judge this on its own merits, by itself,
it's not bad.
Never having seen the previous one. Like, out of 10, where's this one, the Millie Alcock? This is just based on looks alone, right? You can't tell,
Figure-wise, like that's I really like that it is a wired cape on this. That gives you so many more options.
Yep.
Hank says that's a better face print.
Well, I got a feeling that, and I said this many times, that McFarlane is still hand painting these.
I would not shock.
And it's I don't know if that's a hesitancy to get on board with the new technology, because had they used actual face printing, they'd look way better. They just would.
Hank says the overcoat release is awful.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that look either.
Fair enough.
But
that is the next one we're going to look at.
If you had to rate this one out of 10, just on looks alone,
I'd say 7.
Yeah, to be generous. I think 7 is a bit generous. Maybe 6.5.
Much better than
the last one.
Yeah,
better than the last one.
But it's, I guess, kind of on par with the next one, because it is Supergirl and grown-up Crypto, and it is the overcoat version of her.
I need to know. I need to go back and look at the Superman Crypto to see if it's the same mold reissued.
Just with a cape this time?
Yeah.
Could be. Hank says 5.
5, yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, she's smiling in this one.
Well, this one, again, comes with Crypto, the Superdog, soft goods coat, art card and base. So no extra faces on this
So
one.
see, but here's the thing. I would be inclined to buy this one over the other one because I can take the coat off and I can give it to another figure that I could put it on I could put it on Han Solo or somebody else who's 7 inches tall. But you get my point, right? If that is essentially, if there's a red cape under that and
There
she's
is.
got a coat over top of that.
Yep. You can kind of see it there in the middle photo, but
Yeah.
Hank says the face is awful compared to the last one. And I think maybe that's
Oh, you
why
think this is worse?
well, this one doesn't come with any extra heads or face plates to swap,
No,
right?
no.
So technically you got to buy both if you want all versions of her head.
Yeah. Hank says it's the same crypto from the Superman release. Okay.
Well, recycle, reduce, reuse, recycle.
Well, the ear perked up is the scene like crypto at home, right?
Yeah.
When he shows up, huh? So that's why I kind of wondered. I actually prefer the slight smile on her face on this one.
It's not bad.
It's less brooding.
And I think that's where we're going to find her at the end of the movie. Because, like, going into it, she's definitely going to be brooding, moody as hell. So,
Drunk.
Yes,
What do you do if your whole world is wiped out?
exactly. And then your whole reason for going to the new world is gone.
You're supposed to be a baby. I'm supposed to look after you. And now oh, shit.
You're older than I am.
Yeah,
Holy
that's
shit.
right.
But we mentioned this guy earlier when we were looking at the trailer slides.
Yeah.
But Creme of the Yellow Hills. This is
Is
the
this
guy
an original character? Is this?
I don't know him for sure, but
I don't know.
He's the asshole who poisons crypto, so we don't like him.
Kryptonian John Wick. That's right.
Basically,
Leave the dog alone, man. As soon as you go for the dog, oh, you done it.
Yep.
You done it now.
But this guy comes with the axe, the blaster, swappable head portraits, 2 extra hands, art card, and base. So even this guy gets an extra head, right? So
The body on this kind of reminds me of the Skell Knights that they showed off for Masters.
a little bit, yeah.
I'm wondering if there's a custom to be had here.
Could be.
This is the leader of the Skell Knights.
Well, sticking with this film, Lobo's Space Hog is going to be getting a release here. And
Is Lobo going to come with it?
no, Lobo does not come with it. He
course
is sold separately, but this particular unit is 13 inches long and fits most 7-inch scale Lobo figures.
How big is the unit?
13 inches. It's a 13-inch unit.
Oops. Wrong one. I was going by color.
Find the controls that extend the bridge.
That's the one I'm looking for.
Price point on this one, I'm guessing, is going to be like around the 100 or 110 mark.
Yeah, likely.
Might be less, though, because it is just the vehicle. And like they've done that around the 60 or 30. Or no, was it the Red Hood's bike?
$35?
Somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
$40.
Nate
That
says the axe is very
impractical. Reminds me of Ares from Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry, not Ares. Steppenwolf.
Yes.
Steppenwolf from Justice League.
The whole line. I don't know how much the whole line will be.
Man, I
I
couldn't.
mean, if these are deluxe McFarlane's right now, chances are they're going to be $39.99 just for the figures.
Yeah.
Unless there's an increase. But anyway, if you're getting the Space Hog, you're going to need Lobo. And why not get the 7-inch deluxe theatrical edition? He comes with hook and chain, swappable head portraits, 5 extra hands, art card, and base. And again, like, this is the role Jason Momoa is meant for.
I mean, I've always said, like, Jason Momoa basically just plays himself in pretty much everything. So again, yeah, this is probably the role that the best role for him. It'd be a cool dreadnought bike.
Yeah,
it might be. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, that's not bad.
Thanks. Hank approves. And, I mean, if you're playing around with your Lobo, you want to play around in real life, maybe with props and whatnot, when you're on your way to a Comic-Con dressed up as
Playing
Lobo.
with your Lobo, if that's what you call it.
Well, you can play with it now because Lobo's hook is also coming to GameStop.
Find the controls that extend the bridge.
If that's what you want to call it.
It's true.
All right.
It is a 1-to-1 scale of the...
is that the actual figure standing beside it?
That is the
Oh, that's
actual
hilarious.
figure. Yeah. So this is a pre-order right now, but it is a 1-to-1 scale from the film. So
is it foam?
I would
or plastic?
Probably say like a hard plastic or
yeah.
foam. But
That's a great Rob Zombie figure. It's so true. It's Dragula.
There you go.
It's the Dragula video figure.
But a couple more here from McFarlane. Oh, there you go. Playing with your 13-inch rocket.
I'm not saying it.
I said it.
I know you did.
I'll play with that rocket.
Let's pretend you didn't.
It's his space hog.
Every time I hear that, all I can hear is, and even in the meantime.
But a couple more from McFarlane here. Moving over to the Mortal Kombat Classics, we get the Red Platinum Edition of Jade. You know what?
Oh, this is based on the original game.
It is, and
classic.
I'm sorry, but this one is kind of boring for me. Like,
it is a bit, isn't it?
For a McFarlane figure, there is like not a lot of detail going on here.
But I mean, look what it was.
True, but like, I mean, you take a look at your Liu Kangs and your Raidens and your Scorpions, and there's so much detail packed into them, right? And her, it's just meh.
I mean,
like they didn't even put spikes on the end of her fans.
Did she have spikes in the original video game?
I don't know if she did, but they were definitely in the 95 movie.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, this wouldn't be based on the movie. This would be based on
this is 100% based on the game, right?
Yeah.
Hank says, yikes. Nice Ninja Turtle cosplay.
I know.
Exactly. You put the two fans together on her back, there's the shell. But we do have another one from the Mortal Kombat line, and it is the Red Platinum Edition of Noob Saibot.
Noob Saibot.
Mm-hmm. And again, this is just one of the...
It's blacked out Sub-Zero.
Scorpion or Sub-Zero, whichever.
There you
go. Tobias Boone, the maker of the game, right? But this one is exclusively at GameStop for McFarlane Week, so comes with two alternate hands.
What does that mean for us internationals?
You know what? I don't know. I'm hoping it would show up at EB Games.
We'll see. We'll see.
You know, I didn't go all in on this particular.
Hey, speaking of EB Games, did you get that piece of news?
Probably not.
They are now the exclusive.
Oh, the Hasbro thing.
They're the exclusive home of Hasbro Pulse exclusives in Canada.
Yeah, I guess we should have followed up because they did that whole countdown thing for like.
They did, yeah. Stay tuned.
Yeah,
a big announcement. I don't know what that means for all the independent guys that we're getting stuff now. If they're just now locked out, like, nope.
Probably not. But
if
I mean,
EB is the exclusive, they can't be an exclusive.
That's true.
If they're dealing to other people. I know that Hasbro Canada now deals directly with e-tailers, which before they didn't, not when I was in business anyway.
Hank says snake
eyes much.
Yeah, a little bit. And subs looks better in black.
You know, but there's something to be said. We said it, a couple of weeks ago, something to be said about an all black action figure that just looks cool.
And I mean, you never got to play as him in the first, I think, 3.
No.
He just popped in from the side when he needed to. But anyway, this next one is neat. It's from the Cryptoids War for the Green Planet lineup.
The what?
Cryptoids. So
okay.
It's all based on cryptid shit.
All right.
This one is a exclusive collaboration with the Weekly World News.
Oh,
it is
yes.
Bat Boy.
Bat Boy. Yes.
You remember that Weekly World News cover with the screaming Bat Boy?
Of course I do.
Well, they've remade him into an action figure here. He's available in regular and black and white versions, so you can match the original black and white cover.
Yeah.
He is 1/12 scale, fully articulated, available now on Kickstarter. And if you want to go back this, we have put the link in the show notes.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, it was from the 1992 edition or year of 1992 Weekly World News 1 edition.
Yeah. The what?
Oh, Nate says, ew.
I know. Everybody remembers that photo.
Oh my God. This is a classic one. This is like right up there with the Ronald Reagan and the alien. So, yeah. You know, it's neat. Kickstarter keeps running until April 18th. So if you're into it, you know, go back it and get your own Batboy action figure. WonderCon happened, obviously. And the Plastic Meatball Company, they had a booth there and they previewed a bunch of stuff, including 2 waves of figures based on Labyrinth.
I saw these.
They're not bad, but they're kind of like the reaction figures.
Well, that's what I thought. Like it's just somebody else taking a swing at reaction, and if they're 3 3/4,
Yeah.
I mean,
the
therein
best looking one
lies
is Ludo.
actually, for half a second, I was like, did they just like mold that over a vintage Wampa?
Maybe.
Like it looks like the vintage Wampa, the body.
Mm.
But that's the character looked like that.
But yeah, you get 2 versions of Jareth. You get 2 versions of Sarah, Hoggle. You get
Servitimus
and
and the dog's
Ambrosia.
name. Ambrosia, that's right. Servitimus,
As well as the little snail dude who is not to scale, obviously.
Yeah.
And Baby Toby and a goblin. So, not sure when these are going to hit market, but Labyrinth fans rejoice because I don't think we've seen anything Labyrinth since. Was it NECA did the Goblin King?
It wasn't NECA. It was, or maybe it was.
I swore it was NECA. But anyway.
Yeah, it was. It was NECA. Yeah.
Hank says
the monsters are great. The humans are awful.
I mean, obviously the one.
Well, Jarrett's not a human. He's a Goblin King,
and he's not rocking the huge cod piece there in the
in
the figure like he was in the movie. So, but Hoggle looks pretty good too.
It does look okay.
But anyway, Hank will appreciate this next one from SH Figure Arts. It is from the My Hero Academia All Might. And pre-orders for this one are already up. He's a good-looking figure. Comes with a bunch of, force impact accessories. And
I can't get over the lightning bolt hair.
The whole series is kind of weird.
The lightning bolt hair. It's like, is it we're going for the tuning fork look? What is that? I don't know what that is.
Almighty. He's full of might.
Yep.
But he does come with a selection of hands, faceplates, and 2 smash effects. He's gone plus ultra, basically. Have you read the first book of this one?
No, I have not. No,
because All Might is like already established as the best superhero on the planet.
I'm telling you, he looks like a villain.
Well, the villain version of him is One for All.
Oh,
so All Might is for everybody, whereas the other guys like hoard all the power.
I mean, just look at that guy's face. He just looks like a villain.
He does look a little bit like a villain. He actually in his
he's Superman only awesome. Clearly we are not reading the same stuff.
Well,
the hair is what happens when you swallow a battery.
Funny you should say that, because in order to share his powers to Deku has to eat a piece of his hair. And then he gets the All Might power as well.
No,
but
you've lost me.
He has to train him because his body is not ready to accept all that power. So like when he throws a punch, he basically breaks his hand because it's too much.
You lost me with eating hair.
Told you it's weird.
I was in a restaurant. I get a free meal for that.
Well, in this universe, you get superpowers.
I think I'd prefer the meal.
There's also going to be one more part, I guess, included with this that they're going to reveal at a later date. So you got to keep your eyes tuned to it.
But in all honesty, SH Figure Arts,
they deliver.
They do on everything they do. So the best superhero comic of all time.
I'll debate you on that.
No,
but okay.
No.
But they also revealed something over at NECA.
What's that?
Not that we haven't. May 2nd.
What's happening May 2nd?
I don't know. Maybe that's when they're going to release the third part.
Or is that when we're going to have the debate?
Maybe. Anyway, NECA has revealed that they will do a Ultimate Action Child's Play 2 Chucky. So he's got his little nosebleed.
Okay.
I'm going to guess that he's coming with the alternate hand where you jam the knife in.
Yeah.
And from the looks of what's included there, we also get the little Jack in the Box from the poster.
It's not like we haven't had
a million Chuckies at this point.
Yeah.
Because they did for the Chucky TV series. They did, I think, at least 2 waves of the blind boxes.
Yep.
But this is just a mean looking Chucky. And, Child's Play 2 was good. It had, and it looks like we're going to get the Tommy face, which is all smashed in.
Right. These are 7-inch scale.
Yeah.
So he'll be
So,
to scale with your 7-inch figures.
but you had mentioned earlier that you had wondered what McFarlane was going to get to before the license comes up.
Oh, yeah.
The folks over at Mattel have revealed a DC Superheroes core line. Josh has never
Really?
seen any of them. Well, you're only 9 and a 3 season back.
9 movies and 3 seasons of TV.
Yeah, and then 1 reboot.
Oh, 10 movies?
Technically, yeah.
Okay, there you go. 10 movies.
But yeah, Mattel has showcased the first 4, which are Batman, the Joker, the Flash, and Robin, and they look okay. Really 90s nostalgia going on here.
Those actually don't look half bad.
No. And the fun thing with the Joker one there, he comes with 3 extra heads. Which are Jokerized versions of your other 3 characters.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Just one more reason to get you to buy the whole damn wave.
Yeah. But it looks like the parts for them are going to be on the snap-off.
On
plates.
A sprue?
Yeah. Because behind the Flash and Batman there, you can see.
Oh, right. It's like the old Ninja Turtle weapons.
Kinda, yeah.
Cut them off the sprue.
Yeah. No release date for any of these, but if this is what they're going for, that's not a bad start.
I mean, do we have a scale on those?
We do not. These are aimed at kids, so that I'm guessing a
bit smaller, a little bit smaller, probably a little bit cheaper.
More than likely, which is a good thing to get you in the door. So
if these are sub 20, these will sell. I bet you they won't be.
Hank wants to know.
I know. I'm in the same boat. Like, what scale are these?
Yeah, because it's kind of weird. McFarlane went for 7 when everybody else was doing 6, and now whatever. Josh is like, yeah, more Batman. Well, there is one guy out there. He did comment on our video with the multiple Batman releases.
Yeah.
And he is the target audience. That's and that's cool. Like, if all he collects is Batman, why not?
That is true.
Hank says, like, high-end superpowers. I'd be okay with that.
But we've already, the McFarlane's already done the superpowers.
Yeah, but they're not like this. Like, this has more articulation.
I agree.
McFarlane superpowers are just like Kenner superpowers.
I know.
5POA, right?
I know. But with characters that were never done.
Exactly.
So I don't know. They're not going to be called superpowers while McFarlane is still holding a license. That's for sure. Could there be a brand refresh in 27 and they become something else? Maybe.
Could be.
I doubt it.
From the makers of the M16. Okay.
That's not true. That's only the plastic parts.
Ah.
M16 is made by Colt.
Okay. Learning stuff.
Yep.
Well, as I said, we would be circling back to MOTU quite a bit. We have a really good look at the MOTU Chronicles Trapjaw.
I had a big complaint about this.
Is it the little bronze nub, which I believe to be a cannon?
Again, from what the trailer showed, there's a barrel. There's an actual barrel, like a hollow thing to shoot out of.
Yeah.
And you want me to believe now that the brass nub is the blaster attachment?
And like we had said in the chat offline, a blast effect here would have gone huge.
So much further. Now I get it. It's only a trailer, and it's so fast because we see it transform from blaster to hook.
Yeah.
But very clearly, there's a barrel, an open barrel, and it is much slenderer. Is that a word?
Sure.
It is more slender than his forearm, which leads me to believe that there's something missing here. It's a great looking figure.
It is. I mean, like they've nailed the classic color of him, but with a very modern live action look, right?
You had said, judging by the pose where he's holding the forearm like it's the barrel. I mean, I guess that's supposed to suggest that is the gun.
I mean, it'd be maybe we're missing something and there's like a little pop tab where it actually fires out.
I don't know. Yeah. Plastic spring loaded.
Exactly. Rocket firing.
Yeah. J slot. It echoes dish arm all over again. Man, I'm right with you.
I hope so too.
When a big movie like this comes out, it really sets the tone for the brand for at least
A couple years
a
at
portion of its lifespan. It can make or break.
least. Hmm.
Fortunately, Masters Universe has a bunch of old dudes like us that will love it no matter what. We all lived through the Netflix stuff, which was pretty good.
I love the Kevin Smith stuff. It was
I loved it too. I was more thinking of the little kid show. I don't know if that clearly it did not land maybe the way that they wanted it to.
I think it was too far removed from the actual style, right? Like it was over exaggerated and
Nobody's talking about it right now. I mean, except us, but do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Saw the trailer in the theater. I'm hyped. That's
Mhm.
good. That's a great place to see it. Lots of little Easter eggs in that.
Yes, there is.
Trapjaw looks good.
He does.
He looks really good.
The other first look we get, and it'll be in stores, I believe, April 25th.
Oh, I got one for you when we get. Are we sticking to He-Man for a second?
Yes, we are.
Okay, go ahead, and I'll give you mine after.
All right. Well, this is the Sky Sled with He-Man, and I'm guessing this is from the Kid Core set.
Yeah, it totally is.
Um,
What do you think of the design?
it's different. It's somewhere between that swamp skier
And a
that
jet
G-
ski,
and I would say even a
speeder bike,
speeder bike. from
speeder
Star Wars.
bike. Yeah. I got a question though. Is there a battle ram that goes behind it?
That would be cool.
Oh, I hope so. Rocket fire.
Exactly. This one does rocket fire, right? So
Masters Universe Chronicles figures supposed to be street dated for May.
I think so.
They're already at Canadian Tire in Canada.
Oh shit.
And I don't know if that's a store or some stores have broken street date, but they are out there.
I'm gonna have
First
to go
wave,
looking.
He-Man, Man-at-Arms, and Triclops. Yeah. So they're out there if you can find them.
Price point at a Canadian Tire.
$39.99.
Woof.
Yeah. They are the price of a regular 6-inch Hasbro figure.
New price.
The new price, yeah.
Or a McFarlane Deluxe. But that does bring us to the end of our toy news for the evening.
Boo.
So that does bring us over to our next.
All
segment.
right, it's time for what is it? It's a real recall, right?
It is.
All right, let's do it. All right, Real Recall, the game where you get to name a movie based solely on a single quote.
Yep. So this week's quote: "Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns."
Oh dear. Oh, I know the poster. That blurred. I know that poster.
I blurted extra too.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
Fair enough. But we are looking for the movie it comes from, so
I can't answer because I know.
that's all right. Got to give folks a chance to answer, even if we have the low latency thing working in our.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
I hope.
Well, it's tough too. Like when people are commenting and we're focusing on telling the story and then checking the comments. So sometimes there's still going to be some delay. But I would assume we are seeing them faster.
Oh, Hank Solo.
Hank's got a guess. Yep, there it is. Yeah.
Hank Solo. You are correct, sir.
Nah.
Oh, look at that! All three at once.
Oh, look at that! Ding, ding, ding.
Nate coming in with Breakfast Club
Or not.
teen movie.
Teen movie.
And Josh coming in Breakfast Club. You guys are
Brekkie
all
Club.
correct.
The Brekkie Club.
Yeah, Richard Vernon says that in the 1985 film The Breakfast Club. Also, you would take out the young man, but the wrestler in AEW right now, Roosh, part of the La Facción Ingobernable,
With the what?
he's a Mexican wrestler.
Okay.
But this is his catchphrase before he delivers his signature maneuver.
Okay.
Mess with the bull, you get the horns.
You get the horns. All right.
He is El Toro Blanco.
Let's play a game of Where Are They Now? Where are they now?
Well, I think most of them are still around.
I'd say arguably the most successful one, certainly the most visible one right now, is Anthony Michael Hall of all people. That guy's managed to stay like relevant and in stuff pretty much his entire life.
It was funny to see him go from this to National Lampoon's Vacation, though, as Rusty.
Dude, he was in what my favorite kids movie, family friendly kids movie. He was in Swifty in Six Pack with Kenny Rogers and Aaron Gray. I love that movie.
And then he's also the asshole in Edward Scissorhands.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He was in the last season of Reacher. He was in Reacher.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's check in with our box office results from this past
weekend. All right. Any surprises here?
I don't think this is so much of a surprise, but we got a new champion this week. Taking the number 1 spot is the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Not surprising.
It pulled in 131.7 million in the weekend, bringing its total up to 190 million because it started on April 1st, I believe.
Yeah.
So it had a couple extra days to go there.
So just look at that compared to the number 2.
Yeah, which is Project Hail Mary.
By the way, it's a fantastic movie.
I haven't seen it yet, but it pulled in another 31.7 million, bringing its total up to 218.2.
It's been out for what? A little over 2 weeks?
I believe so, yeah.
Like that just tells you how big Super Mario was.
New entry at oh, there you go. Hank saw it too.
It was good, yeah. Yeah, I liked it.
The only one who hasn't seen it yet.
It's worth seeing it in theater.
New in the number 3 spot is the drama with Zendaya.
Never heard of it.
It's pulled in 14.3 million.
Is that a Batman there? It is. Is that
Robert Pattinson? Yeah.
It's Battinson. Oh, I went to see the Mario movie last week. Okay,
nice.
Cool.
What'd you think? Sticking around on the list. Oh, there you go. Pretty decent. Now I heard there's a Star Fox cameo in it, which is kind of neat. But I guess
cool.
Haven't seen Hail Mario yet, though.
Project Hail Mario.
Love it.
We got to fix the sewers.
Well, I mean, hell, they had, what was it, Barbenheimer? How about Hail Mario?
Oh, Barbenheimer. That was a double feature, though. You got to see Barbie and Oppenheimer the same weekend.
Hey, Pete, he's hitting on your girl. Yes, there is. And so cool, Star Fox. Hail Mario would be fun.
It could be,
It could be a good night at the movies. Still sticking around on the list, though, but dropping from the 2nd spot to number 4 is Hoppers from Disney Pixar. Pulled another 5.8 million.
Right.
And still sticking around, dropping from 4th to 5th is Reminders of Him, which pulled in another 2.2 million.
Reminders of what? Movie I would never heard of.
It's all about love and loss and all that jazz.
It's probably one of those like movies that I would see if there weren't other big blockbuster things getting in the way.
But there are, so. But as we did mention, we did get our 2nd trailer for Masters of the Universe, and there's lots to see there. So let's look at some of it.
Sweet.
We've linked to show notes if you have not seen it yet, but we get a really nice shot of Castle Grayskull.
They did the thing.
Yep.
They made Cringer the MGM lion.
Yes, they did, which is a perfect little touch. We get a little bit more a movie for grown-ups. Ew. Well, this is partly for grown-ups because we're grown-up-ish in theory. But Adam, he takes up the power sword, and there's a nice little speech from Man-at-Arms, right? Like, when you fall, that is your chance to rise up.
Yeah.
And
take the sword.
We also get this really great crowd shot when he's trying to hype up everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I need you, and I need you.
Yeah, whatever that thing is.
Yes. But we do get a better look at Ram Man, Mackinac. We get Fisto. I'm assuming there's more people hiding in here that we haven't.
I'm sure there is
yet.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
We also get our first shot of King Randor, and
very kingly.
All those scenes, I'm guessing, is a flashback.
You think so?
Just because of the weird little colory rainbow thing that's going on with those. I'm guessing it might be like a
With
sorceress.
the Randor scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Because there's a bunch within the trailer where he's like thinking back.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And either it's going to be like a flashback or a here, watch your memories.
do we have any more to look at?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
This one other one here, though, Man-at-Arms Mace, we get to see it kind of like blow up to its proper big size.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's go for a brawl. And yeah.
I like that they've leaned into the toy aesthetic of his mace.
We also get a really nice shot of the hero standing outside of Snake Mountain.
There you go. Big splash page for you.
Yep. And like you said, we need everybody, man, woman, and child, and whatever you are.
That is. If I had to guess,
I would say someone from the Clawful race.
yeah, it looks like Karakoni.
Mm-hmm.
Karakoni, if you must know.
I'm guessing it's not going to be Clawful.
No,
because he
it
would
shouldn't be.
Fighting for Skeletor, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We do get to hear Skeletor's voice for the first time in this.
What did you think of the new Skeletor voice?
I'm not upset. It's kind
Neither
of
am I.
reminiscent of the Frank Langella.
So I kind of felt that way as well. Definitely does not lean into anything animated. There's nothing,
none
not
of
even
that.
a hint
Of Mark Hamill or
which is
Alan
fine.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, which I'm totally fine with. Looks like a Goomba.
He does look like a Mario movie Goomba from the 90s. Finally, his head is right proportion.
I want to talk a little bit before. Any more?
Yeah, we
got more. Okay, well, keep going.
So we got a couple more here.
That's what I want to talk about right there.
Which part? Because I love when he finally holds the sword and the smoke becomes Castle Grayskull.
So that, not only that, but
speculation.
Have you seen some of the slowed down shot, like frame by frames of this?
I watched it frame by frame.
It blows the clothing off of his body,
and he's like floating there, almost Shazam-like, with everything just kind of flowing into him.
The way that the trailer is stitched together is suggestive that Adam transforms right in front of the villains.
He does. I mean, like, there's no denying that because it is on the platform underneath Grayskull.
Yeah.
And Trapjaw has knocked him to the ground, at which point he gets back up, holds the sword aloft, and
that's a big question then, right?
Like, identity out the door.
Are we just starting the movie that they all know?
Well, I don't think so, because when he's in the jail cell, he's like, I remember all you, but you might not know who I am.
Remember me. Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, why would Trapjaw know who the hell he is if he hasn't sat down and said, who are you?
That's possible.
But people online are speculating that the fellow who we
mystery
only
bald
see
man
for like a half a second,
right,
could be Blade.
Oh, because we have to shoehorn every possible character into every scene ever.
Well,
we have to do it.
No, I think we need to save something for part 2 and 3.
No, I'm not saying we, the movie. I'm saying we, the fans, right? Because fans are just like neurotic that way.
Yeah.
There's a bald guy. It has to be Blade.
Well, it's weird that he's got this weird stuff going on down the side of the face, but
are we talking scarring of
scarring or tattoos or cybernetic enhancements? But
I don't know.
He's missing the wings and the eye patch.
So. Not everybody has to be somebody, and some of the villains for sure are going to be new original characters for the movie.
I mean, look at all the people in the hero group there, right?
Yeah.
So,
and whatever that thing is.
Yeah. Because like, I'm pretty sure these guys are not all like. Where's Moss Man?
Moss Man, yeah, it's hard to say,
but
I'm really curious to know how much lore they're going to lean into. What elements of the lore are they going to cherry pick from? Because depending on how you look at it, like Moss Man is like literally nature in some versions, right? Yeah.
But like, I mean, is Ram Man going to have spring legs? Or is he going to be more like the Juggernaut?
The toy suggests he's going to have springy legs. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. But that does bring us to our final item of the evening.
Is it that time?
It is that time.
Oh, man. Sorry that it's over.
I know.
Anyway, before we go, I'd like to remind everybody that Andy, he's out there in the aisles. He's looking for you and I so that we can save a few dollars with this week's toy hunting tip at Dollarama.
Well, you're saving a couple bucks this week. First up, we have the Sonic the Hedgehog Mine Kit.
What?
If I get to the proper slide. There it is. So it is a little dig kit.
Okay.
It comes with the block of compressed sand, I guess, for everything. You mine out your figure and you get a possibility of getting a gold-plated one. So
Okay.
right along the lines of those Treasure X things.
Yeah. We got we bought versions of this before that were like archaeology kits, like dinosaur.
So you can get like
bones.
gemstones and
Dinosaur
megalodon
bones.
teeth.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there you go. Skeletor has Mossman trapped
in a ring of salt.
along with Orko. That's why they're going to the Snake Mountain to get him back. Oh, Son loves dig kits. They are fun. But yeah, they're selling for $5. Regular retail on these is anywhere from $15.99 and up. You get them on Amazon for $20, so saving like
That's pretty good.
$15.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
The other thing that's popping up is Squid Game piggy bank capsules. And what these are, you fold them out and you get a little character in them, but you can also just leave it as a piggy bank.
How many kids were watching Squid Game?
I don't know, but this is in the toy aisles, so
that's so bizarre.
It is kind of weird. These are going for $5 as well. Regular on Amazon is $15.87. So
all right,
saving $10.
All right.
So there you go.
Wow. Well, that's it. That's another one. That's another Random Fandom. This one Wednesday night in the books. Anything you want to chat about before we say goodnight?
Daredevil is awesome.
Daredevil is pretty awesome.
Invincible is killing it.
Yeah, I waited. I banked a couple of episodes. I got caught up this week.
Oh my God.
The last one was just like, I kind of watched it like this.
Yeah.
Because it was just, even
the
for
level
me,
of brutality, like just went right over the top, you know?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
So your son has seen it. I haven't seen it yet. So
yeah, it's not something I want to watch.
I don't know. I keep seeing spoofs of it where the giant doll just turns his head around. And I don't know.
Okay.
It's a weird game of stop and go. But always a great show.
What, our show or Squid Game?
I don't know. Hopefully ours.
I hope it's us.
But yeah, and then Ted.
Oh, Ted. So Ted,
last week surprised the hell out of me.
That it's over. That it's just over.
Over?
Yeah.
No.
What do you mean no?
No. It's still going.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah. Last week's was them trying to find items that'll get Johnny a better chance at college.
Oh dear.
So he joins up with the drama club and they put him on stage in this play.
I'm not going to lie.
But to audition, Ted goes up there and performs the theme from the Gummy Bears.
Oh yeah.
It caught me right off guard.
Yeah.
It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. That's like a couple of weeks old now. Have you not seen the
I've been watching them on Showcase. So
okay.
Thursdays.
So like, I hate to say it, like, I don't know how else to say it. It's over. Like, there's no more. Like the last episode ends with a narration from Patrick Stewart, and he grows up to be a buff guy and meets a pretty nice girl. And there's 2 movies about that. And then it ends. Seriously. Yeah.
Damn, I'm behind.
Yeah.
Lefty, welcome.
What's up, man?
I mean, we're almost.
I have to apologize for those of you who are, waiting. It seems like infinitely for the next episode of Back in Black series. It is a bit of a juggle here in the Fandom Power Midlife Quest world as we are splitting our focus. It's my fault. It's my fault. I can't write. It's difficult for me to write both things at the same time. Plus I have a few other writing projects that I'm doing on the side for other things, which may or may not benefit Midlife Quest in the future.
They will.
So it's difficult for me to balance that time. I know that I cannot give enough time to both of them as much as I would like, because there just isn't enough. So that's kind of where that's at. But there is more fandom coming. I just have to say, we're in limbo. Like 2 out of 3 of us were a little bit with the opening of Mall. So the question has come up. Do we hold off and talk about Mall when the entire season is over?
I mean, we could do like a roundtable thing like we did with X-Men 97.
Yeah, we could do that. And I kind of feel like that's kind of what we'll end up doing. It'll just be a nice sort of light. We'll all bring our points to the table and talk about it from the position of, okay, we've seen it all.
Mm-hmm.
More Midlife Quest. Nate, happy to tell you the second module. Time stands still. We're recording this Sunday. Probably going to get a couple hours in. I'm hoping, and this is like, because we're doing it for video, I know it can be very difficult to consume. 3 and 4 hours at a time. So we're aiming for the sweet spot of an hour to an hour and a half. So hopefully that'll be out. It means we can get them out a little bit sooner than, a couple of weeks between sessions. Although you guys wouldn't know that because it's all behind the scenes stuff anyway. But we are recording. I am frantically teaching myself how to use Owlbear Rodeo so that we have more to look at on screen than just a blank map and me trying to explain where people are. You'll be actually able to see where things are. Where's my Back in Black series? LOL, all good, but I missed my Sunday series. I know. I'm sorry. Sundays are still happening. They're just not happening as frequently as we use 2 of those Sundays each month to record Midlife Quest. So more Midlife Quest coming soon. Coming very soon. So thank you for that. Anything else?
It's Wednesday night. You know what that means.
What's on tonight?
AEW Dynamite.
You can tell me about it tomorrow.
Probably.
I won't be watching.
I know. It's my wrestling of choice these days.
We went back and we're watching the Netflix series Another Life with Katie Sackhoff, which apparently Kim watched the whole first season and doesn't remember a thing about it.
Good, huh?
It's like seeing it for the first time. It's definitely on a budget. It's interesting though. Katie Sackhoff in a sci-fi show. Okay, I'll try it.
Oh, speaking of wrestling, apparently Netflix is doing another Hulk Hogan documentary.
I did see
Hulk Hogan, Real American.
Real American.
And apparently it has his final interview.
Oh boy.
So I'm curious, but it's Hogan. And
Real American. Is it going to advertise beer?
I would assume so.
How much beer is it going to advertise?
Yeah. Well, they're getting rid of him, so.
Who?
Hogan. They're taking him off the Real American.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they kiboshed the deal, I guess, just a couple weeks before.
Oh, wow. Didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, Nate, you like that show? Yeah, okay. That's good.
Nice.
That's good. 2 seasons. We didn't watch the second one, so I'm looking forward to the rest of it.
Oh, lefty.
Going to AEW pay-per-view in Vancouver this weekend. Oh, that's
gonna be a good
very
one,
exciting.
too.
Very exciting.
It's going to be a good one.
I feel like a live wrestling thing would be a lot more fun than watching it on TV.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. At that level, I think it would be.
I think so.
Yeah.
But, I believe they're coming to our area sometime in September, October, but don't quote me on it. So,
okay.
Because we did cover that one piece where Edge is slated to possibly have his retirement match in Toronto. So,
retirement. Do they ever retire?
Well, sometimes they do.
And sometimes they just die.
Oh, did you see Ric Flair tore a strip off of WWE?
No, I did not.
They're telling him who he can and cannot associate with outside of whatever. And he's like, you're trying to ruin my goddamn legacy. It was 21 world titles, but I played nice and said 16. Like, woo!
Hey, Rick, it was all staged. It was all predetermined, buddy.
But he still bled for it.
That's right.
Dirtiest player in the game.
I did see a thing today or the other day, and it was a collage of thumbnails, and it was like pro wrestling foreheads after years of blade jobs.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Not nice results.
No. Recognize some faces, from this much of their face.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah, me too, man. That is it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Wait, fake what?
There's nothing fake about it. It's
kayfabe forever, man.
Scripted, but the physicality is real.
Kayfabe.
That's the whole thing with Tom Brady going on right now, right?
What's that?
Well, he's like, oh yeah, I actually run footballs. It's not like wrestling. And they're like, okay, come over and try and wrestle then, arsehole. And
poor choice of words, Tom.
Yes.
Poor choice of words. Predetermined is acceptable.
Yep.
Fake?
No. I'm. How do you fake jumping off of a friggin' 15-foot whatever?
Yeah, it's
you
can't fake gravity.
No. No, you cannot. Oh,
all right.
And John Moxley is wrestling at this pay-per-view. Was it, I guess, last year when he fought Edge?
Yeah.
They had a bat with all sorts of spikes on it, and he got suplexed on it. You don't fake that because when he stood up,
thanks.
The fucking bat came with him.
Oh yeah, no thank you. No thank you. I don't need to. That's too much
That's
for me.
like hardcore.
That's too much
right
for
there.
me. Yep.
So
All right. I
Aw,
think that's
thanks, Hank.
oh, thanks, man. I think that's it.
yeah.
That's it for me. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week.
Mhm.
We'll talk very soon.
Happy Easter week to
Yeah,
everyone
yeah,
who
exactly.
partakes. And
Exactly. Look forward to seeing everybody real soon. If not this weekend, because we're recording, we'll see you next Tuesday.
mhm.
All right, everybody. Remember, whatever your thing is, fan on. And for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
We will see you in the next one. Bye for now.